Is it my outfit or Holy Spirit like making me take this or die?
Well, the
I love
vibe
the
in
feeling.
back of you is brilliant, so I love
Thank
it.
you. Actually, the Holy Spirit was just saying today was very special for all of us. That this communion was really a wedding ceremony of sorts. You know, just
Mhm.
kind of like remember, like that's what happens every time we're ready to do something, like graduate from a college or the birth of is your a certain birthday. You know, like your 20s or 40s, whatever it is, and there's this recognition that there's this change that has to happen inside. So the ceremony is done to acknowledge you're committing to the change. It doesn't mean the change is all going to be here. You know, a marriage takes 40 years to develop or something to be the teamwork it really needs to be and iron out all the misperceptions that come with the agreement. So a lot of us have this idea what happens if you're going to be entering into a commitment with your true self or with your guides or with Jesus. You think it's going to act a certain way. And at least what I've experienced is like this, it's unpredictable. It comes in the way that you need to see it and hear it. It might not always fit a book that's told you how it's supposed to be. So
Mm,
be very careful in trying to streamline this thing into this space that you think it's supposed to be
mm,
instead of follow what your heart's saying. Because I had to watch several things that were happening to me. I mean, I got a reading like ceremonies don't connect you to God. So get over that. Why don't you just connect to God? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm always a little resistant when I feel it feels like it's a army recruiting station or something. And I'm signing up for something I don't know what the 4 years is about. But we do know what this is about. This is about a connection to just who
mm,
we really are, where our hearts really belong and come from. You don't have to worry that it's not going to fit in the bottle. You are the liquid, you are the expression of God. So take this opportunity to kind of really just resonate in that space of understanding that you're blessed. This is an opportunity. When you say yes, what you're saying is send me healing at any time.
mhm.
Send me information that shows me I'm going in the wrong direction. It's not always just good stuff. It's also redirects. It's a matter of whether we want to pay attention to it. And that would be, how do you want to spend your break? Is it in gratitude? Is it in recognition? Is it in kind of a self-awareness of like, I'm still struggling a bit? Well, that's why we have the rest of today still. We have some more work to do. Not everything's freed up, but with a commitment, whatever else is not true can lift out now because
Mhm.
you've made a higher commitment than the commitment to the struggle. Because whatever's happening to us, we have an agreement with it. Even if we're having the worst time in our life and the worst illness, I've had to recognize this myself. I was watching, like, why am I having so much cognitive difficulty? Why is this continuing to feel like as I'm getting better with my heart, it's getting worse in my head? And they said, well, your head wants to come in and still take it over. So we need to keep you in a semi stupor for just another month or two until you really surrender. And I thought, oh, that is really helpful to know. So sometimes our disability or our experience in the moment is not a punishment. It's not something to feel yourself held back by. It's simply the ability to listen to what we need to do. As then we rejoice in the experience we're having